ladies, I thought I'd throw together a quick video for the new people to kind of go over how we do the tracking and what you will be receiving from me each week. And now that you have the items in front of you, it might be a little bit easier to understand it. I know I've spoken to a few of you individually, but maybe hearing it all together with the items in front of you might be a little bit easier to understand. Renee, I know you did not get your items today. You being in junior high, it's a little bit different, which I will explain as we go through. So today you should have received the packet with your answer sheets, your tracking sheets for each class, and the first week's worksheets. So Wednesday, if you can remind your child to go to all 3 classrooms for their grade level, preferably at the end of the day, and grab each teacher's folder. They will have the sign-up sheets for those kids that want to participate. And then they will bring those home to you. You will then take those sign-up sheets, whoever signed up, go ahead and just write their name on the top of a worksheet and put it into that classroom's folder. So you'll just swap out the sign-up sheets for worksheets with a child's name on the top. That will help the teacher identify who's going to participate, and they'll just pass out that worksheet to the child with the name on the top. Go ahead and put in maybe at least 5 extra blank worksheets. There are going to be kids that say, oh, I forgot to turn in a sign-up sheet. They can still go ahead and participate. We just want a sign-up sheet for a rough count as to how many are going to participate. So go ahead and put maybe, like I said, at least 5 extra into each classroom folder. I gave you 90 worksheets, so I gave you enough for each student. Don't worry about sending them all back. Just keep the extra on hand in case the teacher needs any extra throughout the week. Thursday morning, those 3 folders for your grade will be returned with your child via backpack. They will then turn them in to each one of the homeroom teachers for the teachers to pass out to those kids. As far as tracking for the first week, I might want to just take your tracking sheet, this is just an example for first grade, and maybe just put a little dot next to the name if they turned in a sign-up sheet, just for reference, because I don't have a column for that, but just for your note that if maybe next week they don't turn in a sheet, you know that they did want to participate. Then the following week, when Wednesday rolls around, your child will then pick up the folders again. When those worksheets come home, you're going to go ahead and grade them. This is not for accuracy. It's just to make sure that they did work, show an attempt that they did work on it. Go ahead and mark the correct answers if the answer is wrong. Then you're going to staple the new week's worksheet to the back side, so that when the papers are returned to the teacher can see the previous week's name already written on the top, and she knows who the worksheet needs to go to. And it makes it easier that you don't have to write the names on top of every worksheet that has to be returned. So when a worksheet's turned into you, all you're going to do is in that first column, and the Roman numerals are listed on the top of each worksheet, just put a check mark, put an X, whatever you want to do to mark that they did turn in a worksheet. Okay, then if they did not turn in a worksheet, but you do have a little mark next to their name that they turned in a sign-up sheet, go ahead and send them a worksheet with their name on the top, because they did say that they wanted to participate. So that'll continue through each week. Go ahead and staple the new one to the back, put it in the classroom folder. Thursday, send it in with your child via backpack. When the second week rolls around, same thing. It'll be sent home with your child, grade it, staple the new one to the back. If the child does not send one back the second week, but they sent one the first week, put a little mark, like a little dot or something, that they didn't send one, but you're still going to send a second worksheet because they are participating still. Put like a little dot in the corner and write their name on the top and send a second worksheet back. That will continue for 3 worksheets. They can miss sending one in for 3 weeks in a row, and then you can stop sending it to that child. We figure after 3 weeks of not returning a worksheet to you, at that point, they don't want to participate anymore. Now, at any point, they can come back and join in. They can ask their teacher, hey, I want to start Math Superstars again. That's fine. But we're not going to continue sending it if they stop sending them back to you to be graded. Each week, we always do include like 3 or 4 blank worksheets. That's if someone misplaces theirs and needs an extra one, or like I said, if somebody says, oh, I want to start up again, or maybe halfway through the year they want to start. That's fine. That's allowed. So this week, probably Thursday, I will email you and say, okay, how many are participating in your grade? That's for me to drop the copy count from 90 that I gave you this week. It's going to drop drastically so that I'm not wasting a ton of paper giving you 90 copies every week for maybe only 50 that are participating. So if you can just kind of, while you're grading, when you're done grading on Wednesday night, just have a rough count to say, okay, maybe 50 are participating, then I'll give you 60 copies or 65 copies so that you have extras on hand. Now, Renee, with junior high, your tracking sheet is not going to have any names on it because your participation count is so low. I'm just going to give you a tracking sheet that looks like this, but with no names. I'm going to let you write in the names of those that sign up and let you track it that way. Also, Renee, you do not get hard copies of the worksheet each week. Mr. Stanowick gets 1 copy that you send back on Thursday, and he uploads it to Google Classroom, and the kids that want to participate print it off themselves, or they actually do it right on Notability, and then once it's done, they print it off and turn it into the folder. So I don't even need a copy count from you. I just give you 1 copy of 7th grade, 1 copy for 8th grade, stick it in that folder, and turn it in. He may not even, you may find out that week 5, 6, 7, nobody from junior high is participating, or maybe 1 or 2. He will continue to post it. They have a lot of math homework in junior high, so it's not even pushed to participate with that. Now, as far as tracking for rewards, the first reward is after 3 worksheets. It doesn't have to be 3 in a row. It's a cumulative 3 worksheets. So you may have someone participate week 1, week 2, miss week 3, and participate week 4. They will get the pencil as soon as they have 3 worksheets. So the way I track that is if, say, they get it week 4, I put a little like box with a different color, or I circle the box saying that I gave that student the pencil on this worksheet. I provide all the pencils for you. I will give ask you for a count of how many students are participating, how many pencils you need, and I will send them off to you. Pencils are the hardest one. You just have to tape it to the worksheet. Later on, we have the cafeteria certificate, the supply shop certificate. Those just get stapled right to the worksheet. But I always mark that which week that student received their certificate. 1, for me to know that, yes, I sent it, because they're not all going to receive it the same week. Someone's going to miss a week and it's going to bump them back. Or they're all going to receive it, and someone might stop and say, well, I didn't get it. And I'm going to say, well, that's because you didn't complete the 13 worksheets that you needed to. And it's all tracked here. I think that's it with tracking. Oh, the other thing, if they miss a week, so for example, they turn in week 1, they turn in week 2, but they don't turn in week 3, you have to still send them week 3's, the next week's worksheet. Just write their name on the top and send it in. And that's when you're going to also track, like I said, that little dot, so that we know they're still participating. After 3 in a row blanks, we can stop sending it. I think that's it. If you have any questions, please, I gave you my cell phone number. Don't hesitate to reach out with any of that. Be patient with the teachers. Sometimes they will be calling or emailing you that they need more worksheets, or they will send them home individually, like backpack them with your child. I try to tell them to keep them in the folder. So maybe you'll receive multiple weeks in the folder at one time. Someone will say, oh, well, this person was absent last week, and you'll receive 2 weeks in a row from a child. That's fine. The only thing I don't really like is if a child will turn in a stack of them at one time. The whole goal of this program is to stay on top of each week doing it. You know, if there's 1 or 2 weeks that are together, that's fine. But if you're getting a student that says, oh, well, I missed, you know, the past 3 weeks, can you send me the worksheets? That's not what this is about, because we don't want them to think that, well, I can make up all these past weeks just to get my rewards. The rewards are to stay on top of them, to have them earn these prizes to stay on top of the program. I think that's it with the tracking. I will email you periodically to find out how many students are at a certain point so I can send you the rewards to send out. The end of the year, the pizza party, if anyone's available to help with that, that's during the lunch periods. We order pizza from Papa John's. I get cookies and water from Costco, and it's held in the PLC during the kids' lunch hour. And then the final is the What's the Scoop. That's easy enough. I just send you the certificates and you staple them to the worksheets. I think that's it. So thank you again. I truly, truly appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. Oh, other thing, if you cannot get to the grading on Wednesday night, I get things come up. You don't have to get to the grading Wednesday night. It's perfectly fine. If it's easier for you to just quickly write the names on the next week's worksheet and send the blank worksheets in and grade the next day, that's fine. I know sometimes things come up and you can't set the hour or more time aside. That's perfectly fine. Just try to get the worksheets out on Thursday to give the kids that week-long time to get the math assignments done. So again, I appreciate your time taking this on this year. You have my cell phone number, you have my email. I'm at the school 5 days a week. I think that's it. So hopefully this video will help explain the tracking and the prizes and stuff like that. So thanks again. Bye-bye.